Hey guys, and welcome back to our Gondor campaign. I believe this is episode 9 for the Dawnless Days Lord of the Rings Total War Attila mod. So, during our last episode, the people of Gondor bore witness to a number of historical moments. The prayers of the people were answered, and the rumours proved true as the heir of Isildur returned to take up the mantle of kingship, and Aragorn II Elisar was coronated king. However, not everyone celebrated Aragorn's return, as the ruling steward, Denethor II, succumbed to his madness and chose to be the master of his own fate, and actually opted to throw himself off the highest level of the city rather than bow down to this ranger from the north, last of a ragged house long bereft of lordship. Elsewhere, the Prince of Dol Amroth, Imrahil, fought a bloody retreat from Rohan over the White Mountains and barely managed to escape the forces of Isengard with his life. Unfortunately, most of the men under his command were not so lucky. Many have labelled him as an inept attacker, but his redemption arc has just begun, and he eventually managed to redeem himself by overcoming the Uruks that had killed so many of his men and dared set foot within Gondor's borders. And that is where we find ourselves now. Our armies bloody and beaten, but intact. Our ruling steward dead, but with the hope of renewed days ahead of us with the return of our rightful king. So yeah, a bit of a mixed emotional journey during our last episode, but hopefully onwards and upwards. Now, obviously, we've been struggling for quite a while in this campaign with our economy, but with us losing so many troops over in Rohan and on the retreat back, it has it's actually opened up a line of credit, you might say. Now, obviously, all Gondorian lives matter, but we're going to make the most of this opportunity that has been afforded to us, especially with the return of our king. The money that we're saving on wages, thanks to Imrahil's losses, will be put to good use for the people of Gondor, and we will invest in our infrastructure. And that's pretty much where we're going to be starting with today. Now, just as a quick side note, I do apologise for the sound of my voice. The Great Plague of Gondor seems to have come to my household and has taken its toll on my throat. So if I sound a bit different or it's a bit hard to understand me, I do apologize. But hopefully it won't stop us from taking the fight to the forces of Mordor. Now, it's not only Mordor that we've got to contend with, unfortunately, because whilst Imrahil and his forces had a bit of a rough time at the hands of the Uruk-hai of the White Hand of Saruman, Rohan definitely had it worse. Now, the White Wizard himself has been slain, but his forces are still very much intact and on the rampage. And as we can see here, they've actually taken the capital of Rohan, Edoras. So I can only assume that they've put the Golden Hall of Meduseld to the torch. Now, I do believe Theoden is still alive, which if we just check here, we can find out. Yeah, so Theoden is still alive somewhere. I don't know where. But yeah, his people are not faring so well at the moment. So we're gonna have to try and rebuild our forces and send Imrahil back into the fray to continue his redemption arc, to try and repay the Rohirrim for all of the assistance that they've given Gondor over the years since their founder Errol came to Gondor in its hour of need all those years ago. Now, at the moment, Imrahil is licking his wounds after making it back to the settlement of Eric. We're going to just continue bringing him back to Dol Amroth. As we can see here, the few men that he has left under his command are very much battered and bruised. Well, let's go force march and just get back there in 2 turns rather than take 3. Now, elsewhere in Osgiliath, our forces, the majority of the forces are strong. Our infantry is obviously quite depleted at the moment. We are currently building the infantry barracks so that we can, you know, muster some more men to aid in the defense of Osgiliath. So we've got 4 turns left for that. Now, I think we defended Osgiliath just before the end of our last episode, so hopefully we should have a few turns before we come under attack again. So we're at least gonna wait until the infantry barracks is completed before recruiting some more units into the company of Osgiliath. So let's invest the money that we do have into some infrastructure here. Now, we've got 1 turn until our commercial shipyard is up and running at Lynn here. So we probably want to get a... Where is it? A market here if we can. Now, I don't think we need the recruitment camp at Lynn here, at least not yet. So we'll demolish that, and I think we'll put in a market instead. What will that give us? 300 wealth from commerce and plus 10% wealth from commercial buildings. What else? I think we probably want to try and get another trade port up somewhere. I think Annulond and Longalen are the only ports that we haven't built up yet. Yeah, it looks like it. So we've got a military port in Dol Amroth. I think it would probably make sense if we put another military port at Annulond. So that way we can cover this sort of part of the coastline here. So let's get another port, or rather another trade port in Longalen. Because I think we get increased bonuses somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, increased income from maritime commerce, thanks to the Men of Westernese trait. So now elsewhere, we've been trying to improve our control because that's also affecting our tax rate, I think. So this is food shortage. So that's actually giving us minus 10% from all buildings. Okay, so we need food in Lebanon. So let's try and work that out. So we've got a weaver at Athradern. We've already got a field in Imloth there. Let's get another field in Athradern. And that is most of our money. So I guess that is that. What other event messages do we have? Oh, that's just saying about the Golden Halls being ransacked of Edoras. What does this give us? -4 morale for all forces, -1 control. That's not great. Before we forget, let's check on our ranger. So Brandir is starting to head east to try and see what's going on with Sauron's allies in the east, mainly the Empire of Rune, who I think we haven't met yet. No, we haven't. But it does look like, I think Dale's at war with them? Yeah, they are. And Dale, it would appear, is actually number 2 in military strength. So that war obviously seems to be going well for them at the moment. A lot better than our war then, I'd say. Okay, so the last thing I think we need to check out is our governors. So we've still got 3 governors. We put her in charge of Honori, and obviously since Denethor vacated the position in style. And do we have anyone? We've got a high commander position available. Can anyone actually take that? Forlong can. Let's put him in. So both Boromir and Faramir are eligible for the Captain of the Rangers office. Terms and we might as well let their office finish. I think they've only got one turn left, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Aragorn has put things in order. He's invested the treasury into Gondor's infrastructure. So let's end the turn. Isengard is still on the warpath. It looks like they've just raided Dunharrow. So, after a great deal of political back-scratching, Forlong has succeeded in gaining the office of High Commander. So what happens? Do they need to stay for the last turn? We've got another councillor position available. Elfir. I believe Elfir is the firstborn son of Imrahil. So let's put him in the position, I think. Actually, probably could have put Baragond in. Okay, so not used to having this much disposable income per turn. Let's upgrade to a shepherd town here. I mean, I think that makes sense. We've got a weaver going there. We're going to need wool for weaving. Okay, so that's freed up this construction site. So, so we wanted a market here, didn't we? So let's get a center up. How many? We've got 2 turns until the harbor's built. Let's get you back to Dol Amroth at Imrahil, where you can replenish your forces. Where's Brandir gone? There he is. Let's start moving eastward, shall we? You can see by the minimap that I think this is the Sea of Rune over here. So, is there anything else? We probably want to get a garrison, or an additional garrison at Osgiliath if we can. So that'll be a watchtower, so that's 950. So we can't afford that at the moment, so there's no point in opening up the slot just yet. In fact, I don't think we can build anything else. That's unfortunate. So let's end our turn again, I guess. Oh no. Another day, another Nazgûl. Not sure how many Nazgûl I know we've killed at least 2, maybe even 3, so we are slowly whittling down the ring wraiths. So what does this army consist of? Morgul warband, raiders, warriors, pikes, Uruk archers. So yeah, Sauron's forces are getting better trained, shall we say. So our garrison's actually still quite depleted as well. Right, let's quick save that and jump into yet another defense of Osgiliath. I think the last 2 battles we fought here were actually heroic victories for us. which was quite nice. A nice contrast to Imrahil's shortcomings. Faramir, as always, coming from completely the wrong direction. Right, let's hold the main center here. So I assume most of these forces are going to come from these. In fact, they may all come from this direction here. So we'll put our barricade there. And let's position our rangers. Another one there. Our Gondorian bowmen can go there. Right, Boromir, as always, lead from the front. I think we probably, let's get Aglahad, the garrison leader, to hold at the front.
Stand ready, archers.
You guys can hold the back. Most of the time we don't actually need those guys there, but that leaves one unit of spear militia that we can use to plug the gaps. And as always, our cavalry can get ready to mop up any stragglers that start to flee the battlefield. So I think that's it. So let's jump straight in, shall we? Oh, I didn't actually realise it tells you the settlement damage here. Currently at 2%. I've no doubt that the filthy orcs of Mordor will set fire to everything that they can on their way towards the centre. Spread you guys out so you're not stood on top of these guys. Okay, let's make sure that Faramir doesn't get caught out. Same with you guys, actually. Let's get you outside the walls. Let's fast forward it a bit.
The tower has been totally destroyed.
And there the fire is spreading already. Hey, at least it's raining. Maybe that will stop the fires spreading so much. Faramir, have you been seen? Your father is no longer here, Faramir. No need to throw your life away so rashly.
Archers standing by.
Wow, the range on these rangers is quite impressive. Let's thin the numbers on those warg sentries, please, men.
enemy is attacking our general!
Here they come, man. Brace, brace.
Archers standing by! The enemy is upon us! They're at the walls!
You guys fire.
Stand ready!
Where are the Uruk archers? Ah, there they are. Let's get our rangers on them.
Barricades are under attack!
So they are actually trying to flank round this time.
Soldiers of Gondor!
Okay, we've managed to break the first ranged unit of war sentries.
Soldiers at the ready!
Then you get Boromir. Lead from the front. No, no, no. Stop running. Stop running.
Stand ready, archers!
As far there he is. Hey Eric. Difficulty setting is
The enemy
I want
refuses to admit defeat!
it's set for the hard on the campaign. I think the battle setting is normal. And to be fair, the only reason I think the battle setting was set to normal was because I wasn't sure when I started the campaign how much of it was balanced outside of normal, as I know most Total War overhaul mods generally balance a lot of the units around normal, as you would expect. But to be fair, I don't think hard would be too difficult, although I could live to eat my own words there. But the campaign is hard, and I know that for definite. Let's get those other Uruk archers.
Soldiers at the ready!
They've smashed down the barricade, but they haven't capitalized yet. Playing Dale on the same level. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think Dale's absolutely kicking ass on this campaign. How have you found playing as Dale?
Archers standing by!
Oh dear. No, we don't go out. Pull back. You guys can go and stand there. Let's let you guys take over. Who's this? Morgul Warband. These guys are almost out of ammo as well. Well, the Servants of the Eye just throwing away the lives of their minions. Dale's economy reigns supreme. Oh, is that why they're so strong then, is it? The economy to just churn out troops, is it? Rather than the troops themselves actually being like really powerful. Let's get you guys in position. I think the devs announced they'll be nerfing Dell in the first hotfix. That doesn't surprise me from some of the comments I've seen on the Discord. are these guys doing? Hopefully we'll wipe some of those units out. I don't think we're going to wipe out the Uruk archers, which is a shame. And after the losses that Prince Imrahil suffered, I don't really want to send in our Anorian patrollers to mop them up, because they will probably get cut down by the Nazgûl.
Stand ready! Be on guard! Soldiers at the ready!
Let's get in there, Boromir. One thing I will say is I've probably significantly handicapped myself with this Gondor campaign, purely for the sake of lore and immersion, I'd call it. Like, I think we probably could have taken Minas Morgul quite a while ago to sort of plug the hole that Sauron is just relentlessly sending troops through. But I kind of want to take Minas Morgul with Aragorn and Boromir fighting together with an elite Gondorian army. So obviously I've got to build up the economy and get to that point in order to do that. So we've just kind of let Sauron pour unlimited forces out through the pass of Cirith Ungol.
Archers standing by!
Right, you guys. You guys should probably focus on the Nazgûl. Right, we definitely need to get Faramir back in now. Oof. I'm hoping it will be worth it for an epic showdown at Minas Morgul as Sauron faces the full might of the Men of the West. Assuming he doesn't break through before then. Is it worth us sending...
The unit's ammunition is spent and it can no longer fire!
Right, you guys get over here.
Those at the ready!
You guys... come on up.
Soldiers of Gondor!
Oh, here we go. Let's get you guys out. Time to start pushing. Start pushing round, men. Oh, no, not back there. This way. You fools. Why can't... There we go.
Archers standing by!
Okay, we've managed to mop up those Uruk archers at least. Mordor AI is pretty weak in the campaign. They're always getting their butts kicked late game. Yeah, to be fair, I was kind of hoping Mordor would actually stop throwing themselves relentlessly at Osgiliath and maybe push north and put some pressure on Dale, only so that Dale doesn't wipe out the Empire of Rune before the Men of the West get their turn at, you know, purging some of Sauron's allies. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Stand ready, archers!
Are you guys firing on anything?
Stand ready!
Let's get in there.
Ride out
close in on the men. Whilst Boromir's Osgiliath veterans are actually taking a kicking.
Knights.
Who's this? Orc warriors getting their men. Actually, why are we sending you both on the same? Let's pull back a minute. We might have to pull Boromir out. Right. One at a time. Let's go, men.
Stand ready, archers. Knights.
Is there any chance you guys can take out those servants of the eye? Who's this forming up? Morgul warband. That's what we like to see. Orc bodies littering the floor. Do you think we could break them? I don't really want to just send our cavalry in. I was going to say into their front line, but no, they've turned round. Might be too late. You haven't reformed. Wipe them out.
Archers standing by.
Boromir. You guys just throwing yourselves upon the pikes? Or is that actually Faramir's doing?
Prepare for battle. Those at the ready. Stand ready.
Okay, we've managed to rout the pikes.
Riders.
Back we go. Cavalry. That was a fine hit. We've broken the Morgul warband at least.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Oh no, the pikemen have rallied. Let's get you guys back in there. These guys still got ammo, just.
Stand ready, archers.
Actually, we don't need you there.
Those at the ready. Ride out for
Oh dear, I think our spear militia's not long for this world. Run away from the spears, men. Don't you dare turn your back on us, you scum!
Men are broken and are fleeing.
I assume that's the spear militia we literally looked at 2 seconds ago.
Riders. Archers standing by. Prepare for battle.
Should be able to wipe out these spears here.
Ride out for Gondor. The men are broken broken and running for their lives.
Don't break now, men. Victory is nearly ours. I think if we can fell the Nazgûl, then everything else should follow. And would you look at that? As if by prophecy.
The battle is turning. A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Excellent work, men. Right, let's speed up and run down some of those pikes, please. You guys stop firing. Get out there to those. Faramir, link up with your brother. Run, run, run. You guys carry on with these. These guys are running back to the city. I wouldn't recommend that. What do we have left? Morgul Raiders. Is that all there is? Literally one left over there. We will cut you down in the river. Hopefully once we kill this one, that'll be it. And Boromir's forced took a beating then. That was only a close victory. So that is at the very least our third ring wraith that we've sent back to the abyss that awaits them and their master. As always, we will loot the battlefield for any lost treasures within Osgiliath, the former capital of Gondor. What's this? Bones will be shattered, necks will be wrung. You'll be beaten and battered from racks, you'll be hung. Well, at least it was a nice rhyme, whilst the goblins declared war on us. Who are they at war with at the moment? Anduin Vale, Rohan, and Lothlorien. Why have they decided to join the fray against us? So our own forces are jubilant in celebration at news of the Nazgûl's fall. Term of office. So Boromir has completed his term in office, as has Faramir, and Elfir has secured the councillor position. Excellent. Boromir's also gained a rank.
Men of Gondor.
Let's give you another hunter follower, I think. Reduce the upkeep for the units even more. Okay, Boromir. Gonna have to make you captain of the Rangers, I think, in order to get you up to captain general. So Imrahil can... Well, I mean, before we absolutely would have placed Imrahil as a Warden of the White Tower, but given his record, shall we say.
Prepare for battle.
I'm not sure if he deserves the position until he's proved himself. Let's get him out of marching stance. Right, we've currently got 6,000 gold. Or just under, rather. That's quite nice. Question is, where do we want to spend it now? Have we finished building our port at Londgalen? Not yet. Could upgrade the hunting grounds at Caraforth. What does that give us? Gives us more fur, animal husbandry. One thing that does concern me about Caraforth is if Isengard decides to invade from this direction. Is there anything else we can build first? Yeah, let's get the trader up at Lynn here. Where's it gone? There it is, trader. Is it worth us putting... What do we have in Minas Tirith? We've got archives at the moment. What do we have in the city? What's this one? Citadel. This can only be constructed in your faction capital. Okay, so we want to get the Citadel up, so... That's this chain here. What does this give us? This increases our focus development, but this one reduces corruption. It also reduces corruption of the adjacent provinces. Okay, so let's convert that to a hall. So we want that one. Doesn't look like we can afford much else. I wonder if it's worth us putting a weaver in Tarnost. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's save our money so we can upgrade some of the more expensive. Actually, that's one thing we did say we were going to do. When Aragorn returned, we were going to try and upgrade the White Tree of Gondor to the rebloomed Tree of Gondor. Expensive, and I don't think it nets us a lot of return. Ah yes, Brandir, we forgot about you. Keep heading east. Oh, again? Really? Another Nazgûl? Why is this one... I don't even know why this one's attacking us. He's got nothing.
Roar!
If you insist, the stained Falchions. Let's try and leave our spear units for the company of Osgiliath at the back if we don't need them. We will let the garrison train. Wow, they're even worse off. It's possible to... How do I ungroup them? Doesn't look like we can. Put you guys there. I got a feeling these guys are going to get absolutely, well, I would say butchered, but They might surprise us.
Beyond God.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret putting Boromir there, but... Who's this? Oh, this is Osgiliath.
Knight.
Alright, men, let's push out there. And you guys just do your thing. Can we not? Doesn't seem to want to let me. Spread them out. Alright, men. I think that's the best we're gonna get.
Our enemies mean to march into our capital and utterly overthrow us. They mean to cast down our reinforcements have arrived.
As always, Faramir.
This we cannot allow. That is why we hold these walls to the last gasp. Make ready!
Make ready, men. Here they come. Who do we have first? Morgul Raiders. Why are you guys all the way out there? That's insane.
Foes! Nothing remains of that tower now.
Where's the other Rangers? Oh dear, they're coming the other way.
Soldiers at the ready.
Our settlement is burning. Our general is under attack.
Any reason you guys can't get on there? What do we have here? Black Shield bodyguards.
Soldiers of Gondor.
Archers standing by.
Soldiers at the ready.
They are actually Uruk archers as well.
Stand ready.
The wargs are hungry. Well, hopefully the wargs can stay hungry. Meat is not back on the menu today. I've got a feeling these pikes are going to hurt.
For Gondor.
Come on, men.
Stand ready, archers. Our men flee the field of battle.
Who's
This is
fleeing?
a shameful display. Enemy units have returned to the
Bear
battle.
militia would be my guess. Okay, break the wargs.
Soldiers of Gondor.
troops are at the walls! Foes!
Knights!
Oh no.
Prepare for battle!
So not engage the Nazgûl directly. Let's try and take out those Uruk archers.
Soldiers at the ready!
Can we make it round there in time?
Stand ready, archers!
I don't think there's much else we can do other than hold the line. Unfortunately, our line is breaking slowly but surely. Come on, get in there. We have to start throwing in archers just to slow down their advance. Boromir, you come over here. Oh, I think that's going to put you in with one of the ring wraiths.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives!
Who's firing at us now? Oh, that's our men firing into the Uruk archers.
Soldiers!
Straight into their backs.
Enemy forces have destroyed an entire unit!
Stop firing.
Knights!
Okay, we've broken one unit of Morgul raiders.
Stand ready! Men of Gondor!
We need to try and break them fully if we can.
Stand ready,
Actually, you guys,
archers!
why aren't you there? Take them out.
Riders! Soldiers of Gondor!
Come on.
Nothing remains of this unit now!
Oh dear. Aglahad is about to fall as well. Okay, the Black Shield bodyguards are losing
The enemy
decisively
refuses to
apparently.
admit defeat. Their unit has rallied!
I wonder if we can get you out. Are you just a normal soldier?
Knights! Riders!
Oh no. Come on. Break them. We see Boromir in here. It's got to be in here somewhere.
Tide of battle turns in our favor!
Where are you, Boromir?
Their general is dead! A lethal blow!
Hopefully it was Boromir that dealt the final blow. What a mess.
Beyond God! Riders!
What are you guys firing at? Oh, the Morgul raiders.
Men of Gondor!
Don't see Boromir here yet. Oh, is that him? No, that's a knight. and we're just boxing them in, slowly slaughtering them. Yeah, we've broken them. Right, Boromir. Form ranks so we can actually find out where you are. You guys keep running them down. Come on, we need to relieve the second side. Right, Boromir, where are you? There he is. What a legend. Blood staining his armor.
Men of Gondor.
Let's break these pikes.
Prepare for battle.
Who's this over here? Is that everything?
Riders.
Might be everything. Speed it up again.
The day is yours.
Speed it up. I don't think we're going to make those Morgul Raiders, unfortunately. Let's get rid of these ones. Just go with Nazgûl Assault to Osgiliath. Boromir and his men getting 168 kills there. That's what we like to see. 21 remaining. Hopefully that is... I'm going to guess that's too small. Slowly finding less and less valuables in the burnt down ruins. Okay, Nazgûl deceased. Political obstruction, what a surprise. When one is climbing the greasy pole, there is but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Your candidate has been blocked from office by your opponents. What will you do? Now, normally, Daddy Denethor would issue a decree to ensure that his favoured son rises through the ranks unimpeded. How do we think Aragorn would handle this? I mean, he would know that Boromir is the firstborn son of the Steward, so I guess that makes Boromir the Steward now. Let's have Aragorn issue a decree.
Men of Gondor.
Right, Brandir. Keep scouting, please. Who's this? We're still in Dale's territory. How much do they have?
Press on. Forward.
Absolutely insane.
Press on.
Just get to there, actually. Right, we got another focus option now. That gives us plus 10% focus development. Let's get Númenórean law. The wisdom of our forebears, the great kings of Númenor, is a guiding light through Gondor's darkest hours. Is that territory belonging to Dale there? No, that's Mordor. 5,000. We can upgrade our harbour here. How much is that? Yeah, let's upgrade to a commercial shipyard. How many turns left? One turn left on our infantry barracks.
Soldiers of
Oh, and Faramir's
Gondor!
got us. Oh, he's got another banner. Guess we might as well just put the second point in the moon banner of Attila in here. Ranging activities. Oh, we've encountered Rune. How have we done that? So they're currently 5th. They've got 17 regions. Dale's got 19. Wow. And then it's Mordor and the Haradrim, I think, with 11. Should we wait to build anything else? Hurin's got an unassigned follower. Where are you, Hurin? Probably want to put Faramir back as Warden of the White Tower. Right, Hurin. Voice of the Law. Captain of the Watch. If he's the voice of the law, maybe Scholar would be a fitting follower to have at this moment in time. I think that's it. Oh no, where's Isengard going? Okay, so it looks like the Haradrim have started settling desolate ruins as well. Faramir has secured the office of Warden of the White Tower once again. We need to start taking some of those, I think, either by force or settling ruins. I think it's quite expensive though. To be upgrade Dol Amroth's recruitment complex. What mobs do I have it? Right, so we got one turn until the trader's ready there. I think we're probably going to be better off just holding our treasury. Maybe upgrading the white tree or the beacons, or maybe even Tirith Air, which I assume is some sort of lighthouse. I think it actually says the seaward tower overlooks the Bay of Belfalas from its position above the harbour of Dol Amroth. A single bell tolls at an unseemly hour to herald the voyage of the man in the moon. Yeah, let's just save our money. Keep forgetting about our ranger as well. Oh, clever girl. So Yaglug has done what no other army of Mordor has done before him, which is to actually circumnavigate Osgiliath and attack Faramir in the rear. Question is, do we want to fight him here? They do outnumber us quite considerably. Maybe a tactical thing is if we retreat, and they follow us, then we have no recourse. So I think maybe what we'll do is save it here and decide whether or not we want to fight this battle during our next episode. So cheers for joining, guys. It's been a short one, but it's been a good one. The Return of the King has certainly left an impression. We've managed to start to build up the infrastructure of Gondor once more. So hopefully we can keep on with that and just improve our economy to the point where we can actually support some elite armies to start pushing back not only Sauron but his allies, and maybe even rebuild the army of Dol Amroth to assist our allies in Rohan. But as I said, we'll leave that for our next episode, and we can begin with this fight here against Yaglog. So cheers for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I do apologize about my voice. Hopefully that will have cleared up the next time we jump on.